Early this morning, we received the news of the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas political bureau. Now, the fact that this assassination happened while Ismail Haniyeh was visiting Tehran is very embarrassing for the Iranians. Clearly, Tehran is not a safe place. And now we hear initial reports that the assassination was carried out by a drone that penetrated somehow into the room where Haniyeh was sleeping or was staying, and he was assassinated. And the initial likely explanation is that this was the work of Mossad agents, probably Iranians, cells that are employed by the Mossad from within Iran itself, probably within Tehran itself. And this for the Iranians is very embarrassing. This is a very senior state guest, and this is a blatant breach of security, violation of sovereignty, and the Iranians need to do something about it. Of course, some people say that their own president was removed from the scene, and until now there is very little information about how this happened, whether it was actually an assassination or a human error that led to the crash of his helicopter. I'm sure that Netanyahu and whoever conspired with him to carry out this assassination will consider this a great success. However, from the point of view of Hamas, this will only increase the determination of the movement and its supporters to continue the struggle. And within Islamic culture in particular, martyrdom is not a failure. Any struggle for the cause of justice, any struggle for truth will have one of two outcomes that are favorable and are considered to be success. Either martyrdom or victory. You either die while struggling for that cause, or you achieve your objectives and accomplish victory. Hamas has seen so many assassinations since it was established in 1987, at least from 1993 until today. A couple of dozens of very high-ranking officials within Hamas were eliminated by Israel. Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, Rantisi, Maqadma, many others, Salah Shahada, Imad Aqil, Yahya Ayyash, and we only saw the movement grow more popular, stronger, and bigger. And the reason for this is that Hamas represents an idea, and the idea doesn't die. People die, people go, people expire, people are martyred, people are liquidated. But ideas, if they are sound ideas, if they are legitimate ideas, if they are noble ideas, they continue to attract support. And there is nothing more noble than struggling for the liberation of your people, for the liberation of your homeland. And this is what Hamas is really about. Now, the removal of Haniyeh from the scene will not change much, whether in terms of Hamas strategy or in terms of the resistance to occupation in Palestine and in Gaza in particular. All the assassinations that preceded Haniyeh, including Aruri in last January, didn't change the course of the movement. Haniyeh had two deputies. Most probably one of them will, in the short term, act as an acting leader of the movement until elections are held and a new leader is elected. Hamas is a movement that is run by institutions, and those institutions are headed by elected people who are accountable. And therefore, this is not anything comparable. This is not comparable in any way to how Arab states or many Arab organizations are run. And that's why the liquidation or assassination or martyrdom or the death of a leader does not change the course of the movement. With regard to negotiations over ceasefire in Gaza, I expect that Hamas will not change regarding the desire to have a ceasefire, an honorable one, that guarantees withdrawal from the Gaza Strip, withdrawal of all occupation forces from the Gaza Strip, and the return of the people to their homeland, and the start of a reconstruction and rebuilding and rehabilitation process, and then a transaction to exchange hostages between the two sides. It is actually Netanyahu who doesn't want to see an end to the war, who doesn't want to see successful negotiations, because it goes against him. Now he's hopeful that Trump will come to power in the United States of America, and he'd love to stay in power and maintain the war until Trump comes. Although there are signs that most probably Trump will not be the next president of the United States of America, but who knows? Now, is this likely to widen the conflict? It's difficult to know. It's really difficult to know. It depends on what the Iranians are likely to do. Are the Iranians going to respond, to react, to exact revenge? Who knows? We'll wait and see.